Hey guys, offers, the magic mystery behind what you should actually be marketing. And so many people actually have struggled with marketing, they've struggled with Facebook. And the trick is that it hasn't so much been how they've executed Facebook. We're going to get to that. But often they've completely missed the mark in terms of offers. Now, offers require you to have done your niche homework. They're going to help you complete your elegant business model. So they're really going to bring together the whole picture for you guys as to the foundation of a fantastic marketing offer. So without further ado, let's go. Offers, they have to be irresistible. And in order for them to be truly irresistible, like I can't believe that I'm going to pass up this amazing, price sensitive, but perfect for me offer. You need to understand your niche and your elegant business model. So if you haven't, please stop, go back to both of those videos, go through, watch them, and get really clear about who we're offering this to and what we're pushing them into, because the irresistible offer is by nature a little snap-off piece of value of your core offer, your level 4. So go back and watch those videos, but here is offers. We know who we're marketing to. We know their ideal journey through to results with your business. So now we want to create that snap-off piece of value that we're actually going to market. We're actually going to give them a little taster of what it's like to work with you. This is just a way for you guys. It's not devaluing your service. It is a fantastic way for you to intro your service, your business, your team, your staff to the client. The solution to their problem is you, but there's a trust barrier, and we want them to be able to go, well, what's it going to hurt to try it? And then, oh my God, they're going to fall in love with it and stay with you forever and ever. So some very basic rules for the IO is it's a third to a quarter of the price of your core offer or level 4, and must be a snapshot experience of the level 4. It should give them a really great indication of what they're naturally just going to continue on into in order to achieve the result that they really want. And it's a critical for experience and increasing the sales conversion that both of these rules, for instance, are taken into consideration. Now, the key number that we look for is a 50% conversion of leads to irresistible offers, okay? And then 50% retention from offer to core. Now, some example IOs and price points. You would have seen a lot of these. 28-day challenge for between 197 to 97, 21 for 97 to 77, 14 days from 47 to 14, and a 7-day challenge for free. We usually only recommend this for online programs. Now, I'm going to run you through very quickly why we do pricing, and obviously that's because we want to liquidate your marketing, and I'm going to touch on that in a minute, but I really want you guys to take a look at some of these pricings and see, does this line in with what you guys have been doing before, with what offers you've got currently out in the marketplace, and you can start thinking about what might work for your business. Now, some things to consider when deciding on your final IO is cash. Is this a short-term cash play? Do you want money into your business, just adding it into the bottom line? Now, without going into key numbers or cash flow, which obviously is critical for a scalable business, often what people will mistakenly do is they consider the IO money into what is their weekly DD. Now, what we like to do is split the two. I like to have cash in bank goals, and I like to split those cash in bank goals with what is my direct debit or my ongoing guaranteed contractual value, and then a second line in my incoming, which is, well, the bonus cash, okay? It's the irresistible offers, and a great thing is that it can offset some of your marketing expenses. Sales, what resources and skills do you have available to convert these offers, these leads into the offer, and then from your offer into ongoing? Because we need to start to look at your skills and real resources and what you have available in order to make this a seamless funnel into your business. Time, when do you want to shift them to DD, and do you have a forecast for growth? Because obviously the benefit, for instance, of a 28-day challenge is you can command a higher price point up front if you've got a short-term cash goal, but obviously you've got to wait 28 days to figure out whether or not they're going to continue into your ongoing or more secure cash flow or direct debit. So for you guys, that's something to consider in terms of the strategy of why you're marketing what and when. Staff, what client experience and accountability can you offer with the resources that you have available? Okay, and results in advance. What is the result or the outcome that they are buying, and can you deliver that in a short period of time? It's really hard to kind of deliver a 5 kilo weight loss guarantee in a 7-day free trial. versus a 28-day challenge, which is more than, perceivable that most people can lose about 5 kilos of weight in that period. So for you guys, it's an understanding of which one are we going for. Keep these rules in mind when deciding on your offer. Now remember, people are driven by 6 human needs, and we've touched on this in so many of the other videos. Significance, certainty, connection, variety, growth, and contribution. Now, the first 4 are the primary ones. When people have these met, then they're looking for growth and contribution, which is where you start to see charity boot camps. You start to see people wanting to grow within your business. You start to see people wanting to grow within the levels of your business. But first, they need to feel significant or special. They need to feel certain of the outcome and the service. They need to have connection with you and your staff. It's no secret why RBT does high fives. And variety. They need to know that there's a new workout coming. There's some new nutrition coming. There's some bonus Metcon workouts. All this sort of stuff is just there to keep the variety, keep the spice in life, right? People never quit fitness. They quit you. Okay, so the challenge needs to be marketed as specific to your niche is another great thing to remember. All right, now this is because obviously for girls you can have a 28-day booty, beat the booty challenge. Guys aren't really as attracted to that, but for a girl it might attract their attention if that's something specific that they're wanting to do. Now they need to get results. If you are promising results, obviously that's kind of an obvious one. Now, why do we do irresistible offers? Okay, we've touched on this. It is low on the risk scale, which means you have a higher opt-in rate, you have a higher take-up rate, so it's a lower cost per acquisition. Now, people can test your solution to their problem. In fitness, everybody knows that the solution to their weight loss problem is fitness, it's nutrition, they understand that. But do they try you? Do they try the gym down the road? Do they try F45? Do they try Pilates? Do they try yoga? You need to stand out amongst all of these options that people are very aware of, and your service needs to stand out as a fantastic tester. Now, every business in every industry offers irresistible offers. It's a foot in the door, guys. It's not devaluing. It's just you going, hey, why not try me out? They have to feel crazy not to. Now, as we were touching on earlier with the price points that we've written, the fantastic things about irresistible offers is you can offset an ad spend with sales. Now, basically for us, that means we're liquidating your ad spend. Now, an easy way for us to explain this is, let's say you're doing a 28-day challenge for $97. Now, if you're converting 1 in 2, and let's say your lead cost is $30, okay? Now, $30, I need 2 people to convert 1, which means it costs me $60 to make a sale, which means I still have money in the bank. So the 97 is covering what it cost me to acquire that client. That's the fantastic power behind irresistible offers. Now, obviously for you guys who are doing some online stuff, the reason why we do free is because it's a fantastic way for you to stand out in a marketplace where there is a lot of saturation. And you can, in a 7-day free trial, but get people on board, create great community and great accountability, and then push them forward. It's a little bit harder for you guys because you don't have that community element. They're not showing up to see you. They're not showing up to train, and haven't got that automatic community that comes from being face-to-face with someone. But what you can do is create that in an environment online, and a 7-day free online is obviously super irresistible for people who want to try online, okay? Now, lead conversions as general checkpoints, guys. Now, this is just some basics. We're going to push into this for sales, but I want you guys to understand we're going to refer to this a lot. Lead conversion as a general checkpoint for you. Red alert is if you are converting less than 30% of your leads into your offer, okay? Amber, which for us is, okay, it's kind of business as usual. We can work with this, but we need to look at where we need to optimize, okay? Are we optimizing the ad? Are we optimizing the landing pages? Are we optimizing the actual sales process? Okay, so 30 to 49% conversion. It's manageable. You're still getting great ROI, but we want to improve it. Green alert, don't stress. Don't even touch it. For God's sake, don't touch the ad. You're converting over 50%, plus 50% of your leads, which is fantastic. You must track conversion from irresistible offer to core. Okay, so once they're into your 28-day challenge, how many of them actually stay for ongoing? We expect a 50% conversion rate. If it's lower, then we need to review client experience. We need to review the resources, the time allocation, and the skills involved in the people that are executing the service. Now, lead cost for fitness, typically ranges from $5 to $30. $30 is our magic break point for an IO offer. Okay, now why the variation, people ask? There's so many reasons. There's a bazillion reasons, but I'm going to give you a few. It can also be the past history of your ad account. Facebook sometimes, depending on how much you've marketed, positive marketing, negative feedback, you know, the whole experience, Facebook will take it all into consideration, and they will basically bid on your behalf in terms of the ads. They'll impact your deliverability, okay? Now, so if you have a bad past, we obviously need to do some work to say sorry to Facebook, and you might see an improvement, but that can impact your lead pricing. The other one is obviously the competition in your area. If you're in an area where there's a lot of marketing going on, there's a lot of similar marketing going on, or there's people with even better, more irresistible offers than you, then that is going to impact your lead cost, because obviously Facebook is a bidding system, okay? Now, your niche. If there's a lot of competition for your niche, or there is absolutely zero competition for your niche, you can understand that that would impact the ratio for your leads and the pricing that you're paying. If no one else wants, you know, for instance, I'm throwing it out, don't take it as gospel, the 50 plus niche, okay, you might see that you're getting a lot cheaper leads for that than the more traditional 25 to 35, the online, offline, the hairdressers. Everybody wants them, right? They know that they've got disposable income, so that's why you might be paying slightly more for that. Now, obviously, also the quality of your marketing, the irresistible offer that you've put out there, is it what they want? Are you being specific to your niche? Do you have a great landing page? Do you have a great, you know, graphics, great copy? All these things at the end of the day, your actual ad itself, your great offer. If it's not any of these things that we've discussed, then you are going to be paying a higher price. But also if it's a very specific niche, okay, you have to be prepared that if you're offering, let's say, a super high-end one-on-one, you know, golfing injuries to men between 40 and 45 who, you know, only have brown hair, then you understand that you're going to pay more for them, but you're charging more for them, okay? So your service is of a higher nature. So you're basically making your audience much smaller, which means in order for you to find those people, it's going to cost you more money, but obviously you're getting more money at the back end. So there's some checkpoints for you guys to consider. And obviously we're there in the group to help you guys with any of these, but that's a great explanation as to why there can be some variation and not to stress too much. As long as your numbers line up, as long as your lead to client acquisition are at least break even for the irresistible offer, there shouldn't be any stress, okay? Now, no-nos, competing offers. I can't stress this enough. If you are marketing a 28-day challenge for $197 and then you've got an offer on your website, which is a 2-week for free, there's going to be a massive impact on the uptake for your offers, okay? Because people are naturally confused. Why would I pay you $197 when I could do 2 weeks for free? So for you guys, you need to understand that you can't put competing offers out into the marketplace. Now, what we'll typically do is keep the same offer, just even across niches, we'll do the same offer in our marketing plan, just to make sure that no matter who sees it, organically or paid, they understand that this is the offer we're putting out into the marketplace. Now, not delivering on your promise. If you're offering someone 28-day challenge and guaranteed to lose 5 kilos and you don't do that, then obviously that's a big no-no, because it's going to impact the ongoing success of your campaigns, but also the retention of those clients into your core, and a complicated sales process. There is a diminishing return on trying to overqualify your leads, okay, guys? There is a point where you can have different levels with different price points. So you might sit there and go, okay, great, well, I'm just going to run a lead ad and I'm happy with a 1 in 3 conversion, okay? We know that lead ads, even with a qualifying question, are more likely or less quality of a lead than if they come to a second page, which gives them more information, and they opt in again with more information, okay? So they've come through, they've clicked your ad, it goes to a landing page, they've read about what's going on, and then they give you their information. They're a more quality lead. Now, obviously, it's fantastic if you can put a page 2 payment option, because there is a percentage of people that might pay on page 2. The problem is when people run ads that link to like a MindBody or a Wodify or any of those things, and then it's asking the client who just wants to try your gym out to register for this app, do this, download here, just put your name, email, phone number, address, next of kin, sign here, waiver. It's just going to mean your client acquisition cost is a lot higher, guys. So keep the sales process Super simple, super straightforward. They register, you call them, you get their credit card details, they come on down to the gym. Now, sales, I need you guys to consider this. This isn't going to be talking about sales, but this is going to be talking about how are you going to sell them? Okay, sales takes time, it takes resources. So for you guys, you need to understand, are we doing sales in advance? What we call the invisible sale. You know, are they coming in, they're signing the waiver, and on the waiver it says, by the way, here, very clear writing, cancellation terms. If you don't cancel within the 21 or 28 days, you will be continuing with us for XYZ weeks at XYZ price. It's called an invisible sale, and it means at the end of the challenge, you don't have to sell anyone, because if they haven't cancelled, they are continuing with you. Are you doing one-on-one sales? Are you doing consults in person with each person who's coming on board? Are you doing seminar sales on groups, okay? If you're bringing in large volumes of people, you probably need to start looking at sales in a seminar scenario. And we can definitely help you with that when we get to the sales section. But I want you guys to be considering this, because it is going to impact your lead goals and sales goals. And are you doing it, if you're not doing it before the start of the challenge, are you doing sales during the challenge? And when are you doing those? And what are your targets during that? Because you need to allocate time to sales, and time is your most valuable commodity. Now, I'm going to touch on here straight to core, because for most of you will have seen marketing, either RBTs or others, that is 90 days, 16 weeks, 12 weeks, 6 weeks, anything like that, and we would call those straight to core offers. Now, they are not irresistible, because for the most part, unless you're talking about those free 6 weeks that are a bait and switch, which is another thing, but they're not technically free really. So I've put it in there as like a notation. But for you guys, 90 days, 16 weeks, 12 weeks, they're not irresistible, because I am asking you up front for a 16-week commitment. Okay, so it's not irresistible, it's a considered purchase. Now, that's fine if you're a trusted name in the industry, or you're really great at sales and you understand how to bring them in, but it isn't an irresistible offer. Okay, the value in these offers is that they go straight onto DD. They're guaranteed growth to your bottom line, because they are contracted to you now for 16 weeks. The cost is higher because it's a higher risk. So your cost per acquisition is going to be higher. You guys understand that. You're probably going to see a 1 in 4 conversion of leads. Now, that's because it is a bigger commitment, so you need a better sales process, okay? And we don't recommend it for this program, because we're just going to touch on it to explain the difference, because it's so important at this point that you guys do understand the value of an irresistible offer, and you do see the massive benefit in how it can impact, 1, cash in bank, but 2, it also does assist you with offsetting those marketing costs. If you're regularly marketing and you have a way to offset some of those costs, it's fantastic, and you should definitely understand how to use it. So after all of this, without further ado, I need you to post in the group under this video your irresistible offer, exactly what it includes, your niche, your price point, your target leads, and your target sales. It's really important we have this complete picture of what you guys are aiming to achieve inside this program. So your irresistible offer, exactly what it includes, that's your service, what you're going to include in that service, your niche, and your price point, your target leads, and your target sales. So go ahead, guys, post it. Looking forward to seeing it, and can't wait to get your marketing going.